Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Wednesday, November 17th, at 3:26 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 657 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Ted Cruz's dirty limerick about Joe Biden turns him into a Twitter laughingstock. Nicole Wallace puts Chris Christie through the ringer over major gap in his book. Kyle Rittenhouse's mother is still asking for donations to cover her son's legal costs as the jury continues to deliberate his case. Trump said Mike Lindell's idea to melt down Dominion voting machines and turn them into prison bars was very good during a rollicking 40-minute interview about election fraud conspiracy theories. Woman slain in Atlanta Park had letters FAT carved onto chest, report says. Rittenhouse verdict comes amid a fraught gun landscape. See all on the brighter side, T-Pain shares video of his Rolls-Royce getting repoed, warns fans to watch the person watching their money. Noam's daughter says she's quitting real estate business. ASU students who filmed incident at Multicultural Center say they are facing disciplinary action. Will Smith says he wanted to date Fresh Prince of Bel-Air co-star Karen Parsons, but she told him hell no. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Amazon to stop accepting Visa's UK-issued credit cards over high fees, Reuters. Samus finally adds DTS audio support to its home theater lineup, The Verge. Correction deepens as Bitcoin trades below $60K, MarketWatch, Crypto Potato. Watch the brand new Spider-Man, No Way Home trailer here, The Independent. Google improves Pixel 6 fingerprint sensor with surprise mid-month update, Android Authority. The Biden-Xi meeting left one big question unanswered, says analyst, CNBC. Delhi smog, schools and colleges shut as pollution worsens, BBC News. Austrian police conduct random checks to enforce COVID lockdowns for the unvaccinated, CNBC. Britney Spears offers hint about future after conservatorship, Fox News. Jurors to begin second day of deliberations in Kyle Rittenhouse's homicide trial, CNN. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Virginia House control in limbo, recounts sought in 2 races. Christopher Walken destroys genuine Banksy that sneaky little bastard created for TV. Marjorie Taylor Greene boasts about being unvaccinated from COVID-19. Ted Cruz's dirty limerick about Biden turns him into a Twitter laughingstock. Colbert caught off guard after a truly surprising gift from Eric Adams. Jimmy Kimmel tries to explain the most bizarre QAnon conspiracy theory yet. Britney Spears says she hopes her story will affect change in a corrupt system. New Spider-Man, No Way Home trailer drops, and there's something missing. FDA may authorize Pfizer boosters for all adults in the U.S. this week, report. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Flint Park's receiving $40,000 grant. Owl flies into class whose mascot is an owl. Chiefs Hall of Famer announces cancer diagnosis. Officials discuss combat car break-ins bills. Couple who brandished gun seen at courthouse. Parents want sexually explicit books removed. Accused serial scammer runs into phone problems. Woman connects dogs with those who've suffered trauma. Commission, bear finally freed after 28 days. Police, business owner gunned down. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Business updates. Inflation in Britain climbs to a 10-year high. Cold and marooned in a police state as desperation takes hold. U.S. plans to spend billions to increase vaccine supplies. Blinken visits Africa in a bid to promote democracy. Belarus moves to ease pressure on border after violence. In Mexico, an indigenous women's softball team breaks barriers. How leather seats and luxury subs fuel Amazon deforestation. The trippy tales behind flying over sunset. Democrats shouldn't panic, they should go into shock. From electric bikes to tree equity, Biden's social policy bill funds niche items. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Wednesday, November 17th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Founder of firm advised by David Cameron is accused of sex abuse by former employee. Rugby legend Jenny Duplessis' 1-year-old son drowns in pool. Avalanche thunders down a Nepalese mountain forcing villagers to flee homes and school, video. Poppy Day suicide bomber started to buy blast ingredients in April. Loyal LV members fight to save mutual, readers join growing backlash. 9 insulate Britain activists are jailed at the High Court. Inflation soars from 3.1% to 4.2% in a month, ONS reveals. I'm a Celebrity boss is creating new secret jail and 2 separate camps. Britney Spears says dad and church-going mother should be locked up and teases Oprah appearance. Priti Patel accuses church of helping asylum seekers game the system by converting to Christianity. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Drowning nations disappointed with outcome of UN climate summit may have one move left, lawsuits. Filipino martial law victims challenge Marcos election bid. Israel sentences Spanish woman for aiding banned group. Hungary's COVID-19 deaths, cases hit new highs amid surge. U.S. and China to ease restrictions on journalists as Biden and Xi seek to cool tensions. Greece, large police deployment ahead of annual protest. World War II U.S. veterans recall flying aid to China. In world awash in angry politics, Japan is so quiet that young voters are courted just to talk. Protesters disrupt the world's largest coal port. This is us responding to the climate crisis. Frida Kahlo self-portrait sells for nearly $35 million, setting record for Latin American art. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. UK inflation soars to 10-year high of 4.2%, making December interest rate rise more likely, Business Live. COVID Live, Austria, Germany and Hungary reporting high daily case numbers, Seoul sees record infections. Bruised Review, Halle Berry's MMA fighter keeps her eye on the prize. The fake news sites pushing Republicans' critical race theory scare. The First Mennonites of Columbia, a photo essay. Empty seats and scandals, it appears no one wants to be a Washington fan. Belarus-Afghan border crisis could last for months, says Polish minister. Vietnamese police summon noodle seller who imitated Salt Bae. Dirty dollars, how tattered U.S. notes became the latest street hustle in Zimbabwe. Casey Harrell, the climate activist taking on Wall Street, and the muscle-wasting disease that's killing him. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. States that have opened COVID boosters to all adults. 5 violent inmates who escaped with tasers have been captured, authorities say. COVID vaccine can be bundled with a child's routine shots, doctors say. House plans Wednesday vote to censure GOP Rep Gauzer, remove him from committees. QAnon shaman, key figure in January 6 attack, to be sentenced Wednesday. Japan, U.S. set plans for talks on resolving tariffs dispute. Secretary of State making first trip to Africa amid growing crises in Ethiopia, Sudan. First Mississippi execution in 9 years set for man in killing. Watch, firefighters rescue cat with head stuck in can. Watch, bear visits California convenience store. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Britney Spears grateful for little things in life after conservatorship. Pike River, bodies spotted 11 years after New Zealand mine disaster. Deadly storm cuts transport links around Vancouver. Decathlon halts canoe sales to curb English Channel migrant crossings. Delhi pollution, what's causing poor air quality? LA's Staples Center to be renamed after cryptocurrency firm. Dababy, Danny Lee charged with assaulting partner. Delhi smog, schools and colleges shut as pollution worsens. Naomi Osaka voices concern over Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai. China, U.S. agree to ease restrictions on journalists. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. AP Top Stories November 17th. 22 states in total challenge health worker vaccine mandate after second lawsuit, COVID-19 updates. Longest partial lunar eclipse in nearly 600 years coming this week. New Mexico sues unauthorized militia group, then goes after Facebook for records to prove his case. Pilot, passenger killed in firefighting plane crash near Kruger Rock Fire in Colorado. Western monarch butterflies return after down year. Will Smith's breakpoint, everybody was miserable. Water recedes after damaging floods in West State. Protest at U.S. Catholic Bishops' Conference. Booster shots could be available to all adults by weekend. Pfizer seeks okay for promising antiviral pill, COVID updates. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. As Garcetti waits, senators review allegations in harassment lawsuit involving PAID. 2 homeless men lit on fire in attack at Thousand Oaks encampment. LA County supervisors seek to decriminalize bike violations after Times investigation. Villanueva doesn't regret telling deputies to get rid of Kobe Bryant crash photos. As drought persists, Californians are backsliding in effort to conserve water. Los Angeles Police Department officer charged with filing false report in 2019 arrest of motorist. Do I have to lie to get a COVID-19 booster shot? No, and here's why. Search for armed prowler in Sunland area turns up empty as another burglary is reported. California Rep. Jackie Speer, survivor of Jonestown massacre, to retire from Congress. Is your household split between remote and in-person work? We want to hear from you. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Wednesday, November 17th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. UK government refuses to declare atrocities in Xinjiang a genocide. Hundreds go missing in Burkina Faso amid extremist violence. Highly pathogenic avian influenza spreads through Europe and Asia after being identified on many poultry farms in the regions. Corina Larson used 12 firms in tax havens during her relationship with Spain's emeritus King Juan Carlos I. China has never taken 1 inch of land from other countries, she tells Biden. Ethiopia, UN warns of disturbing mass arrests of Tigrayans. DW November 16, 2021. Putin faces pressure over Belarus border crisis and Ukraine troop buildup. 24 humanitarian activists who helped migrants reach Greece 3 years ago face charges including espionage and criminal membership in a keenly watched trial opening Thursday on the island of Lesbos. Mexican security forces have arrested the wife of El Mencho, Mexico's most wanted man and the leader of the feared Jalisco New Generation cartel CJNG. She is suspected of running the CJNG's finances. 1/3 of people in Pacific paid a bribe in the last year, says corruption report. IOC introduces new framework for transgender athletes. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, said on Tuesday that no athlete should be excluded from competition on the grounds of a perceived unfair advantage due to their gender as it released a new framework on transgender inclusion. U.S. delivers 80 tons of ammunition to Ukraine. Thai king flies to Germany with his 30 royal poodles, entourage of 250 amid growing protests back home. Cultural Revolution was a catastrophe and Mao was responsible, China's Communist Party upholds in landmark statement. The next headlines are from Forbes. Crypto branding battle heats up as FTX and Crypto.com Inc. deals with Otani and Staples Center. Balderton raises $600 million early stage fund. Baby Shark dives into NFTs, partners with Eminem-backed Maker's Place. 1 dead, thousands without power after floods and landslides in U.S. Northwest, Canada. First Women's World Cup winning coach, Anson Doran still chasing history. Who is the A-League men for? The SEC's curious handling of the proxy advisor rule undermines its independent status. WWE NXT results, winners, news and notes on November 16, 2021. Broadway box office improves, but internal disparity worsens. FDA could reportedly sign off on Pfizer COVID booster shots for all adults this week. The next headlines are from Nature.com. New mineral, FDA chief and the pandemic's toll on research. The startups chasing clean, carbon-free fusion energy. COP26, meet the scientists behind the crucial climate summit. Yes, science can weigh in on abortion law. COP26 didn't solve everything, but researchers must stay engaged. Stagnating salaries present hurdles to career satisfaction. From the archive. High-speed spinning yields some of the toughest spider silk ever found. Reflections on a pioneer in electrical engineering. Link knowledge and action networks to tackle disasters. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,745,153,502 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Doc thriller Killing Escobar, sold by Abacus Media Rights, sells robustly worldwide exclusive. Ed Westwick, Madalena Genia to star in shark survival thriller Deep Fear. BAFTA names Pippa Harris as VP for television. Blood Season 2 begins shoot, Season 1 to stream on Hulu. Love Affairs, Ibrahim Knight Dr. win prizes at Co-Locus 25th Anniversary Edition. The Pebble and the Boy Review, British mod nostalgia barely fuels a sputtering Scooter Road movie. Sex education production company 11 taps Alexandra Blue as development producer exclusive. Tuskowski Films picks up IDFA titles Where Are We Headed? For your peace of mind, make your own museum exclusive. Beach House Pictures takes majority stake in Singapore's Momo Film Company. Staples Center will be renamed Crypto.com Arena in new 20-year deal. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Dubbing a fistful of dollars to spread the Navajo language. Racial covenants, a relic of the past, are still on the books across the country. Biden's plan to stop surprise medical bills faces bipartisan pushback in Congress. Deep breathing helps kids ease Gaza trauma. All vaccinated adults could soon be eligible for a Pfizer COVID-19 booster shot. Some Kool-Aid and Country Time drink mixes recalled due to glass and metal in powder. Biden picks a rickety New Hampshire bridge as a scene to sell his infrastructure bill. Ghislaine Maxwell jury selection begins for her trial on sex trafficking charges. Sixth Circuit Court wins lottery to hear lawsuits against Biden's vaccine rule. As the nation awaits a Kyle Rittenhouse verdict, some raise eyebrows at the judge. The following headlines are from the week. The Democrats need a unified adversary in 2022. How to help Africa get COVID shots into arms. The outdated thinking confusing our talk about autocracy. Late night hosts round up new cuckoo banana cakes revelations about Trump's January 6 attempted coup. Virginia local school board reverses ban of sexually explicit books after public outcry. U.S. journalist Danny Fenster arrives home after 6 months in Myanmar prison. Nevada man who claimed to have evidence of election fraud pleads guilty to voting twice. The Port of Los Angeles is making great progress in clearing its shipping cargo backlog, director says. 10-year-old starts recycling program to help fund clean water initiative. Frida Kahlo's Diego Ayo self-portrait sells for $34.9 million, shattering records. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. The Texas Senate's most conservative Democrat is retiring. The next headlines are from Universe Today. A new simulation of the universe contains 60 trillion particles, the most ever. The next generation Very Large Array would be 263 radio telescopes spread across North America. New Hubble image shows dark cocoons where new stars are forming. This was Juno's view on its 37th flight past Jupiter. Astronomy Jargon 101, Wolf-Rayet stars. Irresponsible Russian anti-satellite test creates orbital debris field, endangering the space station and crew. These are the news headlines for today, Wednesday, November 17th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. What's the most distant spacecraft from Earth? Leonid meteor shower peaks morning of November 17th, in moonlight. Virtual reality can combat isolation on Earth and in space. The next news is from Politico. Report, most Europeans worry about child safety online. Trust deficit stalls vaccinations in Eastern Europe, driving new COVID surge. EU arms itself against Russia, China with age-old tactic, a policy document. Will the GOP go along with the COP26 pact? Poll, voters split on Biden's mental fitness as job approval remains low. Pain at the pump drives Biden suffering in the polls. Whistleblower worries January 6 committee is going easy on Capitol Police. Cinema strikes back. A dent in the machine, an old guard political operation fights to survive. This experience broke a lot of people, inside state amid the Afghanistan withdrawal. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Perth research realizes coconut oil's benefits for premature babies. Tim Tsuyu v Takashi Inu Hive updates. Tsuyu faces his biggest test. Target time and super quiz, Thursday, November 18th. Labour, LNP and Greens broke pre-selection rules before Queensland election. Calls for change to QLD jab rules as opposition bubbles onto streets. The simple change helping premature babies breathe easier. Loading the election jukebox. COVID-19 reaches remote NT for the first time, as cluster grows. Gallery, the best photos from around the world this week. Murphy's Law, former jockey all in on bet red at Hawkesbury. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The Wall Street Journal, U.S. government will buy more of GlaxoSmithKline and Vir's COVID antibody drug. NerdWallet, cannot stomach the cost of Disneyland? Here are 5 theme parks that are cheaper. Auto Trader, keeping these things in your car will prepare you for almost any emergency. NerdWallet, can you leave cryptocurrency to your heirs? Here's how to do it safely. London markets, UK inflation surges to decade high of 4.2%, sending pound higher again and FTSE 100 lower. The New York Post, LA's iconic Staples Center to be renamed Crypto.com Arena in $700 million pluses deal. Another day, another Tesla stock sale for Elon Musk, $8.8 billion over past 7 days. Dow Jones Newswires, Japan's exports notch 8th straight month of growth in October. Dow Jones Newswires, PG&E finalizes $860 million green bond issuance. The Fed's daily warns against preemptive interest rate hikes to cool inflation. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Corporate Universe Incorporated, entry into a material definitive agreement, completion of acquisition or disposition of assets, unregistered sale of equity securities, changes in control or registrant, amendments to articles of incorporated or bylaws, change in the fiscal, marketscreener.com. Driving real-world impact with Oren Herskowitz, Lixology. Clear One wins design patent infringement suit, intellectual property, India, Mondak News alerts. CRISPR and the Climate, Foreign Affairs Magazine. Patents, Amendments, Rules 2021, Intellectual Property, India, Mondak News alerts. Celebrate the season with chocolate and climate-smart skincare, King5.com. Philip Morris knocks out vape charger patent at PTAB, Law 360. RFK Jr., HHS subsumed by commercial aspects of vaccine production, deconstruction of Constitution, Fox News. Biodiversity and patent rights, intellectual property, Madagascar, Mondak News alerts. UK government launches intellectual property and artificial intelligence consultation, Lixology. The next headlines are from Quartz. Guess how much prices on 11 common grocery items have risen in 1 year. Americans keep spending. China is eyeing the metaverse as the next internet battleground. Intense smog forces Delhi to shut schools. Rising retail payments indicate improving economic activity in India. Naomi Osaka is asking China about Peng Shuai, missing since her Me Too allegation. India has reopened for foreign tourists but its hotels and airports may be unprepared. How Care.com's general manager handled her own caregiving crisis. Disney's new mobile game shows the influence of Nintendo's crossover strategy. Uber and Lyft are not the public transit partners they hope to be. The following headlines are from TechDirt. Rockstar's GTA retro games was completely broken and support was ghosting everyone. Deal racks up 2 forfeiture losses in 1 week, returns $100,000 in stolen cash to victims. Supreme Court takes a pass on a chance to firmly establish a right to record police officers. EU's latest internet regulatory madness, destroying internet security with its digital identity framework. Ninth Circuit tells NSO Group it isn't a government, has no immunity from WhatsApp's lawsuit. Daily Deal, AOMEI Backupper Professional Edition. Facebook whistleblower testifies before Grand Committee on Disinformation, which includes countries that lock people up for criticizing the govt. Report, U.S. internet service providers aren't transparent about prices and speeds, and regulators generally don't care. Digital democracies, how liberal governments can adapt in the technological age. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Michigan basketball. Warriors vs. Nets. Canada vs. Mexico. Lunar eclipse 2021. Jamaica vs. USA. Argentina vs. Brazil. Ruined King. Spider-Man, No Way Home. Derek Huff. Staples Center. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Diminish female sport, Olympic bosses branded cowardly for new trans testosterone guidelines. Belarus announces temporary closure of oil pipeline to EU. Russia launches perfume that smells like a fighter jet. Frequency of hacker attacks on health institutions and vaccine research revealed. Dozens of soldiers feared injured and killed in new Armenia-Azerbaijan fighting. Osaka issues statement on missing Chinese tennis star who accused top official of sex abuse. Belarus border crisis isn't a war, but it could become one. Nasal vaccine for Alzheimer's to be tested on people. Tesla rivals market value skyrockets on production news. Jews shocked to see Hitler images on Australian streets. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Wall Street bonuses set for biggest jump since credit crisis. Gold probes multi-month highs as inflation drives investor interest in haven assets. Visualizing copper demand in a renewables-powered future. Austrian police patrol shops, highways hunting for the unvaxxed. Fresh Armenia-Azerbaijan fighting erupts, multiple casualties, as Yerevan urges Russian military help. This is Russia's biggest move yet to take control of the European gas market. Why Bill Gates is pivoting on existing COVID vaccines. Worldwide search trend for died suddenly spikes to record highs. Escobar, Xi's new communist manifesto. These are the world's largest sovereign wealth funds. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Syrian hero swimmer among dozens facing trial in Greece. Colombian nun freed after 4-year captivity in Mali returns home. Comic Virgas under Hindu nationalist fire over to India's jab. 8 troops killed in Azerbaijan-Armenia border clashes. As food and energy prices soar, Sri Lankans go without. FedEx to shut crew base in Hong Kong amid tightening COVID rules. ICC forms group to assess the future of cricket in Afghanistan. Civilians among 4 killed in Kashmir, families demand bodies. We had a dream. Beethoven-loving donkeys help clean up medieval Turkish town. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Trump calls on Pulitzer Prize board to rescind awards to Washington Post, New York Times. Democrats may force women to register for draft. Nick Sandmann to Kyle Rittenhouse, I am here for you. GOP blasts AG Garland after FBI whistleblower exposes counter-terrorism tools used against parents, disgrace. Comic Mark Maron, critics of cancel culture are right-wing propagandists ushering in fascism. Exclusive Mike Cernovich, Steve Bannon is a powerful person spiritually, intellectually, emotionally, left is stupid to hunt him. Report, Democrats upset with AG Garland's apolitical attitude at Department of Justice. Florida parents sue school for secretly transitioning 13-year-old daughter. Janet Yellen warns U.S. could hit debt limit on December 15. Catholic football player suspended for saying there are 2 genders. The next headlines are from UPI News. Missouri mom gets $100,000 lottery gift from son. Roadrunner stows away from Las Vegas to Maine in moving van. Look, Georgia deputy called to capture loose donkey with a mask on. Watch, massive mega spider donated to Australian zoo. Look, dozens stranded on Oregon State University dock when gangplank collapses. Watch, deer runs through Louisiana hospital. Pennsylvania anglers reel in record-breaking 18-pound walleye. Watch, California mission assembles world's longest line of socks. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Looking for an inspiring holiday gift? Check out this kindness book that benefits charity. How an oyster can form a perfectly symmetrical pearl, better than we humans, with all our technology. World's most premature baby defies 1% survival odds to break Guinness record. 13-year-old boy granted a Make-A-Wish and uses it to feed the homeless every month for a year. Incredible cave paintings 8 miles long revealed deep in Amazon forest, the Sistine Chapel of Ancients. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Wednesday, November 17th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Roadrunner, going faster, ends up in Maine after hitchhike. GTA modders to court, our game fixes and enhancements are fair use, not piracy. Tesco Christmas ad, 1,500 complain over Santa with COVID vaccine passport. My mother walked out on me when I was 16 and moved in with 3 hot college guys. I never blamed her. Ping pong ball bounce could determine vaccine mandate's fate. UFOs, cannon fire and 184 mph winds. Life gets weird atop this California volcano. Could wormholes be used for future space travel? A new study explains. California man in 4-day standoff with abandoned Amazon truck in driveway. Pittsburgh State long snapper fixes his team's broken down bus on the way to Fort Hays State. China left in shock following brutal killing of corgi during COVID-19 disinfection. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. If this self-driving library came to my town, maybe I'd read a damn book. Can we please stop talking about digital transformation? Remember Windows Media Player? Microsoft is finally replacing it. IBM announces call for Code 2021 Grand Prize winner. Edward Snowden dunks on search gurus in hilarious Twitter clapback. The metaverse isn't a place, it's a mandatory upgrade for reality. Google Maps could help us survive the holiday shopping season. Welcome to WASP-76b, the exoplanet with metal rain and 2,400 C temperatures. How immersive VR could help you ditch your sex therapist. 3 reasons why people are freaking out about Russia's space missile test. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Artificial intelligence successfully predicts protein interactions. Research in mice shows how diet alters immune system function through a gut microbe. Why drug used to treat critically ill COVID-19 patients may only benefit males. Outcomes for hospitalized COVID-19 patients taking immunosuppressive medication similar to non-immunosuppressed patients, study finds. Finding the missing piece in global oil life cycle assessment. New screening process could lead to next-generation therapeutics for a broad spectrum of diseases. Invention lets people pay for purchases with a high five. Common gene variant linked to sepsis and COVID-19 severity in African Americans. Ever been lost in the grocery store? Researchers are closer to knowing why it happens. Neuroscientists explore mysterious events in the brain that open new avenues for understanding brain injuries and disorders. The next headlines are from Information Week. Bringing security up to the speed of the cloud. Gauging cybersecurity resiliency and why it matters. What is Customer Identity and Access Management, CIAM? This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Wednesday, November 17th from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA to air Northrop Grumman Sigma's departure from space station. NASA invites media to Webb telescope science briefings. NASA administrator hosts Crew 1 astronauts exhibit on Capitol Hill. NASA assigns astronaut Jessica Watkins to NASA's SpaceX Crew 4 mission. NASA TV to air DART pre-launch activities, launch. NASA to roll out Megamoon rocket for first time, media invited. NASA receives 11th consecutive clean financial audit opinion. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Frustrated beyond belief, the Salt Lake City Council accepts a temporary homeless shelter on North Temple. The Triple Team, Jazz show prowess against short-handed Sixers. How different is this team from last year's? 5 reasons to choose Snow Basin as your ski resort this winter. Bojan Bogdanović scores 27 to lead the Utah Jazz to rout of 76ers. We actually believe, bio men's basketball caps tough 3-game stretch with rout of number 12 Oregon. Utah Rep. Chris Stewart introduces bill targeting Dr. Fauci and federal medical research in China. Sandy elects its first female mayor by just 21 votes, but a recount looms. Utah Division of Wildlife purchases 8,000-acre property, marking largest sale in Sitla history. Utah's housing first model is keeping people off the streets, so why are auditors worried? College football playoff, Utah ranked number 23, Oregon still in contention at number 3. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Epic calls for a single universal app store. The dude, you're getting a Dell guy returns. VR treatment for chronic pain gets FDA authorization. Microsoft will not bring x64 emulation to Windows 10 on ARM. Microsoft will continue supporting Windows 10 with yearly feature updates. Brave browser now includes a built-in crypto wallet. Bilibili, China's YouTube, joins the Open Invention Network. Robinhood hack also included thousands of phone numbers. Google Chrome 96 breaks Twitter, Discord, video rendering and more. Lucid Air named Motor Trend Car of the Year. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Vehicle held for teens killed in Baldwin crash. Mother of 3 brain damaged after apparent road rage leads to fight. Fans demand justice after popular Missouri dog killed in crash. Mom of baby left in Alton ditch unhappy with plea deal. Opening night of Broadway series kicks off at Fox Theater. St. Peter's drops case against homeowner with too many sunflowers in yard. Mike Schilt on St. Louis Cardinals firing, God didn't want me there anymore. Inside look, how UPS is handling supply chain issues ahead of the holidays. Missouri could lose teachers if state doesn't change this, top educator warns. St. Louis Sheriff halts evictions for the holidays. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Staples Center is changing its name to Crypto.com Arena. Police warn of South Bay gold scam targeting shoppers. County supervisors meet for first time since public comment rule changes. Suspected DUI driver arrested on 110 freeway in LA after pursuit. How San Diego's vaccine mandate for city employees may impact police. Man gets 55 years to life in prison for murdering girlfriend, he has no remorse at all. Subaru linked to search for missing 3-year-old found in San Clemente. Cyclist paralyzed by impaired driver gets nearly $24 M settlement from city. SDSU names inaugural founding partner for stadium construction effort. Police seek tips in unsolved downtown slaying of homeless man. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Turkey intensifies military cooperation with Ukraine. Russia tests its satellite killer weapon. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. Biden-Xi meeting, no breakthrough, but a possible journalist visa thaw. China hails country's first Formula One driver, Zhou Guanyu. Taiwan's education soft power push. COP26 agrees on phase down of coal after last-minute deal between US, China, EU, and India. Next China 2021. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Wednesday, November 17, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Thieves steal $250K in jewelry from San Francisco's Chinatown store. Toddler, mother hospitalized in Oakley Taco Bell parking lot crash. Staples Center to be renamed Crypto.com Arena. Residents work to return items from smash and grab robberies in San Francisco. Alcohol from 7-Eleven can now be delivered to your door. Spider-Man, No Way Home trailer reveals return of old villains, but no Toby or Andrew yet. Man in stolen car with several firearms, burglary tools arrested in Benicia, police. New rental subsidy program aims to keep people off streets in Oakland. News emerges COVID-19 booster shots ahead of potential winter surge. Police investigate shooting in San Francisco's Bayview district. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Curry scores 37, Durant season low 19 as Warriors rout Nets. Weah's goal gains US.mp4 1-1 draw at Jamaica in qualifier. Number 3 Maryland rout Mount St. Mary's. Stage set for sale of Ranters Outlots. Former neighbors turn business partners to open Duck Donuts franchise in downtown Libertyville. Casey and the Sunshine Band, Rick Springfield among acts on 2022 Elk Grove concert bill. New mosque approved in Naperville, after compromise on future phases. Teen held on $350,000 cash bail as prosecutors detail allegations in fatal Schaumburg stabbing. It's back, Thornton Station plan resurfaces in Mundelein. Metro to roll out new vending machines. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Will Seattle get a glimpse of the near total lunar eclipse this week, the longest of the century? Here's what we know. Washington State's bipartisan redistricting commission fails to meet deadline, state Supreme Court will draw new district lines. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo. Drought is ongoing in Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. Drought is ongoing in Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in Italy. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia. Drought is ongoing in Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Russia, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Angola. Drought is ongoing in Nigeria. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Wednesday, November 17th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Doctor suspended from Houston Methodist for spreading misinformation resigns, attorney says. 70% of natives live in cities, but health issues overlooked. Sutton King seeks to change that. Dusty shoes and chasing sheep, my reservation childhood. We are the caretakers of this earth. Indigenous police sergeant brings culture to career, family. Cold fronts moves into Texas Wednesday, reaches Houston Thursday. After 5 years, Houston family still has no answers in shooting death of loved one. A Cougars defeats Virginia 67-47 in early season matchup. Houston gang member accused of shooting woman while on bond for 2017 murder. TX was warned to make changes after 4 weather events threatened power grid in 10 years, report shows. Chris interrupts Nate and Michelle's date on The Bachelorette. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Federer set to miss Wimbledon, won't play Australian Open. Kashmir families seek bodies of 2 civilians killed in raid. Czech Republic, Slovakia see record cases, more restrictions. China, US to ease restrictions on each other's journalists. Germany sees 52,826 new virus cases, seeks earlier boosters. South Korea pushes booster shots as COVID-19 spread worsens. Morikawa, Horschel look to make history in Dubai finale. CECC provides refunds to fully vaccinated travelers who fit 7+7 feet quarantine plan. Japan, US set framework for talks on trade, broader ties. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. A Grubhub guide to Hell's Kitchen eating. Extra extra, stickers on fruits and veggies are what give them their flavor. Brannan declares victory in tight council re-election bid after mail-in ballot count. Cuomo's $1 million book payout in jeopardy as state ethics committee revokes approval. Sex toy company Dane can't display ads on subway after settling lawsuit with MTA. NYC takes major step toward making out-the-door dining permanent. NYC has regained 3/4 of residents who fled during COVID, data suggests. New York City schools to offer second vaccine doses for ages 5-11. New Year's Eve in Times Square will return, but you'll need to be vaccinated. Early edition, going to the office just to Zoom all day is not fun. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Why COVID-19 misinformation works. WHO and partners unite for Day of Action for Cervical Cancer Elimination. UN backs plans to ensure regular, healthy school meals for every child in need by 2030. The Squid Game, the story about losers in the shadow of glory. Politicians subsidize fossil fuel with $6 trillion in just 1 year. Push for civil registration set to hit key milestone in Asian and Pacific countries. Conflict prevention means tackling economic, social, institutional drivers of strife. Investing in UNRWA is an investment in peace and hope. Iran death penalty threat for abortion unlawful, UN rights experts. We cannot lose hope, UN chief tells media seminar on peace in the Middle East. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. I got over 1,000 soldiers ready to go, locked and loaded. Black militant threatens anti-CRT parents at Texas school board meeting. Syria's My Lie, U.S. massacred 70 civilians and covered it up. Mexico's World Bank-funded mandatory biometric database raises serious ethical and legal questions. Scottsdale School Board president linked to trove of private information on parents removed from position. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. No verdict after day-long deliberations by Rittenhouse jury. The mystery of the clown trail camera pictures. NIL launches first long-term study of children with COVID-19. Did gas prices rise to $6.99 in Lancaster, California? Guardians MLB team settles lawsuit with roller derby club. Roadrunner, going faster, ends up in Maine after hitchhike. Judge, Kobe Bryant's widow must turn over therapy records. Russia rejects accusations of endangering International Space Station astronauts. Film crew union narrowly approves contract with producers. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Murder plot claims, a dog bite, and Roger Stone, inside Florida's craziest race. Far-right YouTuber Tim Pool is the latest ivermectin poster boy. Dem stuck in spin cycle as inflation slowly ruins everything. Indiana Jones rabbi thought he found the Ark of the Covenant and nearly started a war. Snap out of it, we aren't rewarding separated families. Why MasterCard's new porn rules should scare everyone. Mary Roach even sampled rat bait to study animal nuttiness. Trans Awareness Week sounds nice, but we need action. The missing word for America's original sin is ethnocide. The past, present and future of rye whiskey. The next headlines are from the New York Post. DJ LeMahieu, Gio Urshela open to moving around Yankees infield. Nets missed injured Joe Harrison lost to Warriors. LA's iconic Staples Center to be renamed Crypto.com Arena. Enforcer Ryan Reeves gets ovation after first fight as a Ranger. Nets' ugly loss to Warriors shows how much Kyrie Irving is missed. The following headlines are from Astronomy.com. Sketching the sun with AI. Near-Earth asteroids could supply future meteor showers. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Pfizer requests authorization for its antiviral COVID pill as cases rise across U.S. Drones help restore forests destroyed by wildfires. International Space Station astronauts scramble to safety after Russian weapons test. Pediatrician on getting kids vaccinated before the holidays and vaccine inequality. Study finds signs of brain complications in severe COVID-19 cases. AstraZeneca hopes to file for COVID vaccine authorization within weeks. When will Americans be able to get a COVID-19 antiviral pill? Climate change forces First Nations people to move village. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Professor behind controversial pedophile research placed on administrative leave from Old Dominion University. For 50th anniversary, McDonald's is selling the Egg McMuffin to its original price, 63 cents. Missing man's remains identified 15 years after he disappeared in California. Mayor-elect Eric Adams says he intends to make endorsement in NY governor's race. Police reform spurred by Elijah McClain's death advance in Aurora, Colorado. Professor who studied drug trafficking sentenced to 6 months for laundering $3 million linked to Venezuelan corruption. Wildfire causes evacuations around Rocky Mountain National Park. GOP Rep Paul Gosar will be held accountable for violent videos depicting Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Dem leader. Detox bath to undo COVID vaccines debunked, doctor distances herself from allegations. Republican Bruce Blakeman defeats incumbent Democrat Laura Curran in Nassau County executive race. The following headlines are from military.com. Audit, North Dakota firm was properly awarded wall contract. Pentagon didn't delay aid to the besieged Capitol on January 6, watchdog says. It's shameful, new law tackles maternity care for female veterans. 5 convicted of stealing veteran Social Security benefits. 1 vet wins big, another loses in 3M military earplugs lawsuits. Navy tells vaccine refusers they have less than a week to get the shot, or face discharge. Report implicates Belarus in anti-NATO cyber campaign. Envoy, U.S. ready to confront attempts to tear Bosnia apart. U.S. Air Force employee handed over couple's purchase records, leading to $300,000 tax bill from Germans. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Waukegan officials rigged casino selection to favor bid from former state lawmaker, rejected competitor alleges in lawsuit. Officers shoot person in Joliet after officer pinned by vehicle, police say. University of Chicago international students rally to demand safety upgrades a week after fatal shooting of recent grad. The next one could be anyone in this crowd. No verdict after first day of deliberations in Kyle Rittenhouse case. Friends recall slain armor truck guard's excitement about getting dream job. Security company says fatal ATM attack was a foiled robbery attempt. University of Chicago students rally for safety after fatal shooting. Controversial president of Chicago Police Union officially leaves department, while eyeing Mayor Lori Lightfoot's job. The battle over the award-winning LGBTQ memoir Genderqueer reaches Downers Grove High Schools, with critics calling for its removal. Chicago music exec who headed Shubism Lincoln Hall accused of secretly recording Nanny and her friend. Arlington Heights veteran held without bail after allegedly stabbing CTA employee, assaulting police officer with blunt object. The following headlines are from FIS.org. New holographic camera sees the unseen with high precision. It's official, science says grannies are good for you. Japan experts craft super clone of destroyed Afghan mural. Find a solution, say residents as smog blankets Pakistan's Lahore. Satellite attack, the mounting arms race in space. Schools, plans close as Indian capital is smothered by smog. After a record low, monarch butterflies return to California. Co-op students can play a bigger role in advancing United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Newer consumer product industry CEOs more likely to issue recalls than veteran leaders. Woodland and hedgerow creation can play crucial role in action to reverse declines in pollinators. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Wednesday, November 17th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. 8 Native American scientists you should know. The lingering mystery behind the lost Roanoke colony. What can your farts tell you about your health? Learning from the world's worst diseases. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. German farm to cull 4,000 pigs after swine fever detected. How to duck spam and data breaches with throwaway numbers, email addresses and credit cards. Hate speech trial of likely French far-right candidate opens. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Word Game, November 17, 2021. Best legal steroids of 2021, top 5 natural steroid, anabolic, alternatives. Horoscopes November 17, 2021, Rachel McAdams, your passionate attitude will gain support. Bridge, November 17, 2021. Ask Amy, must I accept child's gender switch because the parents do? Ravens mid-season superlatives, most valuable, most improved, best play and more. Harriet Cole, my teen is judging her friend for something that happened to me, too. Miss Manners, he came to our Elvis wedding, and then he insulted us. Dear Abby, my husband swears he's faithful, but he cannot explain this. Real tested CBD reviews, top 5 CBD gummies of 2021. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Derek Grier, Virginia pastor, talking can heal America's racial divide. Biden's social welfare bill breaks pledge to not raise taxes on people making less than $400,000. Jim Jordan, whistleblower email shows FBI monitoring school board threats despite denials. Democrats rush to discredit CBO ahead of potentially negative report on Biden's social welfare bill. China, U.S. paint different images of Biden's Xi summit. Janet Yellen says U.S. default could be hastened by Biden infrastructure bill requirement. Joe Biden vaccine mandate challenges to be consolidated at 6th Circuit Court. House GOP eyes future probes of Afghan pullout, Hunter Biden, Fauci, Department of Justice White House collusion. Big fights in play as Senate tackles massive defense policy bill. Inside the Beltway, Republican concern over crime surges. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Wednesday, November 17, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. 4 wounded in drive-by in Westtown. Man fatally shot while driving in Lawndale, police. 7 shot Tuesday in Chicago. Horoscope for Wednesday, November 17, 2021. Northwestern improves to 3-0 with win over New Orleans. Chicago Fishing Report, Midwest Fishing Report, Lakers, hints of ice north, waiting on perch, pure passes. Federal infrastructure package could deliver good things for local Amtrak service. Loyola leaving Missouri Valley for Atlantic 10. City should buy Bears and sell shares to fans, alderperson says. Top 4 remain unchanged in CFP rankings, Notre Dame moves up 1 spot to number 8. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Akasa orders CFM engines worth $4.5 billion for its Boeing 737 MAX. Know why heart attacks are more common during winter season. Dravid will handle coaching like his safe and strong batting, Gavaskar. Virdas shouldn't be allowed to work on any platform. Cartridge, empty shells found in Khurshid's vandalized house. Can HIV be cured without drug use and transplants? SC grants protection from arrest to 3 booked under UAPA. Southie, Bolt need to stop Rohit, KL Rahul, Fulton. Microsoft launches Surface Go 3 in India. XHC Judge RK Jain to monitor Lakshmipur carry probe. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Wednesday, November 17, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. 5 sports things to keep you occupied while the Texans and Rockets suck. How Republicans use transphobia to win. Houston Texans with great shot at number 1 overall pick. This week's best concerts. Things to do, Jackie Benson at Rockefeller's Houston. Texans try to salvage 2021 season in second half. Things to do, Evanescence and Hailstorm, 713 Music Hall, November 21, 2021. Preview, Daniel's Law set by U Music Center. The next headlines are about world records making news. Powys Village attempts Remembrance Poppy Land Art World Record, Powys County Times. Tech team smash world record for biggest domino chain of laptops, Metro. Woman creates Guinness World Record by crushing most apples with biceps in a minute watch, India.com. I'm a mom of 2, I just set a powerlifting world record, Newsweek. Meet Paperman Shashanka, Guinness World Record holder for collection of over 10K newspapers, Odisha TV. Yes Waterworld invites the public to participate in Guinness World Records live record-breaking event on 26 and November 27, 2021, Albalda. Guy crosses Britain in world's smallest car, a record-setting journey for charity, Auto Evolution. Guinness World Records Day 2021, 13 of the weirdest records ever, Metro. Elementary school students sports stack to break world record, Idaho Press Tribune. Golfing World Record Challenge starts in Brisbane, Mirage News. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Crypto.com buys naming rights to LA's Staples Center. Spider-Man: No Way Home's new trailer blasts us into the multiverse. The Star Wars Hotel's canonical promotional tour joins the High Republic. The Pacific Northwest is in the midst of a cascading hazard. The Moto Watch 100 is a budget smartwatch that weirdly doesn't run Google's Wear OS. Coffee and tea linked to lower risk of stroke and dementia in 11-year study. JP Morgan wants $162 million from Tesla because of Elon Musk's tweets. Star Trek: Discovery is lost to most of the world days before its season 4 premiere. Marvel's Hawkeye was born in Avengers: Age of Ultron and leads to Echo. Qualcomm plans to take on Apple's M-series chips with next-gen CPUs in 2023. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Potchefstroom in South Africa at 106.52 degrees Fahrenheit or 41.4 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Concordia in Antarctica at minus 60.34 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 51.3 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Visitors from other universes converge in new trailer for Spider-Man: No Way Home. Why Thanos couldn't have snapped his fingers while wearing the Infinity Glove. Doctors are fighting back against fringe doctors pushing COVID misinformation. Netflix begins reporting viewer numbers for its biggest hits. After bombshell report, Activision employees walk out, demand CEO resign. IBM clears the 100-qubit mark with its new processor. Amazon's new Prime Video app for Mac enables local downloads on desktop. Sorry PlayStation owners, Elder Scrolls VI will be an Xbox PC exclusive. Microsoft will continue supporting Windows 10 with yearly feature updates. HHKB celebrates 25 years with Arrow less $350 wireless keyboard. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Judge warns Charlottesville defendants that they've already provided ample evidence to prove conspiracy. FBI raids home of MAGA clerk Tina Peters and Lauren Boebert's former campaign manager. Jimmy Kimmel mocks QAnon followers still waiting for JFK Jr. in Dallas. It's ludicrous, Ocasio-Cortez fumes about having to hire more security after Guzzer's murder cartoon. Trump claims no supply chain problems during his administration despite infamous toilet paper shortages. Chris Christie went on Nicole Wallace's MSNBC show, it didn't go well for him. Trump agrees with Mike Lindell that voting machines should be melted down and used for prison bars. CNN pulls back the curtain on anti-fornication candidate backed by Trump to run Michigan elections. Trump attacks his former VP during Lindell interview, very sad when Mike Pence gave those votes over. MAGA rioter who attacked Officer Michael Fanone with a stun gun expected civil war, FBI transcripts. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. North Carolina town is besieged by hungry armadillos. Disinformation isn't just a tech problem, it's a social one, too. The UN Climate Summit is over, and nobody's happy. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. McDonnell Center lecture on sampling the solar system, the source, Washington University in St. Louis, Washington University in St. Louis newsroom. World's next door, looking for habitable planets at Alpha Centauri, news, the University of Sydney. What a telescope in Australia detected that began a search for alien life, WWNO. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. For new patients with paralysis, tighter blood pressure management may lead to more mobility, ETHealthWorld.com. Taming the storm, neuroimmune interactions and brain plasticity, Medical Express. Walgreens of weed, how pot laws CD star created Florida's cannabis oligopoly, Miami New Times. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. How telomeres contribute to the cellular mechanisms of aging, medical news today. Research suggests some trees have potential for immortality, UBNet. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Wednesday, November 17, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Space debris forces astronauts to take shelter. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Wednesday, November 17, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News I8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News I8. All rights reserved.